What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly anime review of Orange. Okay, so this episode, the animation quality, gotta go right into it, a hell of a lot better than last week's episode. I mean, this episode wasn't 10 out of 10 in terms of art and animation, but it was way better than last week's episode. You remember that Suwa neck twist, like the way it looked like his neck was broken? Well, we didn't get to see none of that type of animation in this episode, so well done. At the very least, a very good step up from last week's episode in terms of animation quality. Now, obviously, it's nowhere near the beginning episodes of Orange when it first started airing. Like, the first episodes of Orange looked absolutely beautiful. They looked really good. But, of course, you know, it was at the earlier portion of the season. They probably had a lot more budget. And to get more people into the series, they probably put a lot of effort into the beginning episodes. And that's kind of why we most likely have this type of art and animation right now. But anyways, let's talk about the content of this episode of Orange. So, there was one main scene about this episode, and that would be the mattress scene. When you saw everybody, all our cast, carrying this mattress, and Kakeru letting go. It is a very symbolic part of the episode. It has a lot of meaning to it, and it really can make you think about two different things. For one, you have it to where the entire message of everybody coming together and holding this mattress up, and Kakeru being able to let go, it was kind of like they were telling him, hey, You no longer need to carry everything by yourself. You don't need to have this heavy burden on your shoulders. You don't need to walk alone. We are here for you, and we are here for you even if we might not understand it completely. At the very least, we are here for you to relieve some of that burden that is on your shoulders, and trust in us to understand you and not look down upon you. We will understand your situation. Just let us help you. And when Kakeru let go, it's kind of like him saying, I accept you all as my real friends, and I accept you all to actually help me out through my difficult times. It was a very good moment in this episode, because like I said in last week's episode review, one of the big things about Kakeru's character is that he can't have someone else drag him out of that darkness. He can't. I mean, everybody can offer a hand to help him and pull him out, but Kakeru has to take the step to grab that hand. They can lower that hand down as far as they want into a dark pit, but he has to reach up and try to grab it. And with him making the effort of trying to change and actually reach for that help, it was a very good moment, especially when he allowed them to help him and he told them the truth. It was one of the best moments of the episode, hands down best moment of the episode, just for that alone, just to see how he has accepted and he's trying to better himself and actually become and go down a better path. So I like how this episode kind of geared towards that in the meaning of the mattress, of how they were all saying, hey, let us help you, don't, give us the cold shoulder, don't ignore us, don't tell us lies, just be honest with us. Let's just be straight up honest with each other and let us know when you are hurting. So besides that scene, another way you can kind of look at it is, I guess, maybe all the cast of characters supporting the relationship, Naho and Kakeru's relationship, and maybe that's what the mattress tried to mean. But I will admit, most likely it meant just, relieving the burden off his shoulders, but that's another way you could kind of interpret it. But getting off of that, there was some romance in this episode when it came to Kakeru and Naho. That's where Kakeru, he actually decided to kiss Naho on the cheek. And this is some very good progression, because this is the exact same man that would extend his hand out and then he would shy away and not say nothing, which, as I've said, granted, is understandable from Kakeru's perspective because of what type of person he is and what type of life he's living. It makes a lot of sense why he's kind of like that, but Naho, on the other hand, her being, just completely dense, I don't want to say nothing about that, because I already expressed my feelings about that in last week's episode, but to see how he kind of took steps and he bettered himself allows us to see that he's starting to understand that he truly does care about her. Like, he knows he cares about her, but he's taking steps to actually be with Naho, or at the very least express himself to her to when he kisses her on the cheek. So the romance between them is growing, and I feel so bad for Suwa. Suwa actually saw the kiss at the, kiss on the cheek, and he was behind the entire school, like he was behind the corner, and he saw how he was getting a little bit sad and upset and all that and emotional. It makes me very sad for him. I feel very bad for Suwa. it. Because as I've already said, he is doing so much for Naho, and all the characters are, but this man is giving up his life with Naho for Kakeru, in which it's a noble deed. I mean, he's giving up his life because, I mean, he wants Kakeru to be with Naho, and then also Kakeru to continue on living, which makes a lot of sense, but as I've covered many times, it takes a really good man to do something like that, to give up a possible relationship with someone, and even a future and a children with. Overall, I felt like this episode did a very good job with what it had. I'm excited to see where the relationship is going to go, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.